Former State Intelligence Service Director Nilantha Jayawardena appeared before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry for his 22nd day of testimony. The chairman of the Presidential Commission directed the witness to present to the Commission recorded telephone conversations between him and former Defence Secretary Hemasri Fernando that he had claimed to have in his possession during his earlier testimonies. To this, the witness's legal representative objected and requested that such recordings be played in the absence of media personnel. However, the Commission rejected the attorney's request and ordered that the recordings be played before the open commission. Before playing the recording, the witness told the Commission that the 25-minute telephone conversation took place sometime between the last week of April and the first week of May after the Easter Sunday terror attacks. The following is a translation of the conversation.
Sir, the issue is with regards to your statement that we knew about it, but didn't expect it to be this serious, because even I never made any statements.
All right, you say that you informed me. I had already informed the IGP by then.
When I informed you on the 7th, you replied saying, well received.
But now the problem here is that the President wasn't informed.
I wasn't asked whether the President was informed. The newspapers are making an issue about the President not being informed. Anyway, I never told him.
Okay, neither you nor I informed him.
Now the President wasn't in the country on the 20th. In that situation, I should have informed the Prime Minister. I didn't inform him either. That doesn't constitute a dereliction of duty. This won't be a big issue. It is the newspapers that are making it a big issue. This is really a political issue.
Mistakes can happen to anyone. Now they are planning on arresting me. I have resigned as Defence Secretary.
We compiled 3 reports after the IGP was informed on the 9th and after Zahran's explosives dry run in Kattankudi. I told them on the 20th evening as well. I asked them to check in Panchikavatta and Kochikade too. I also told them that hotels were being targeted. Not one of them can claim to not have had any knowledge of this. I realized this was a problem from the 7th onwards.
You should have told me back then to order the IGP to take specific action.
So I didn't tell them that Colombo would be attacked. I gave them specific information. In any case, I don't think you needed to have instructed the IGP to set up roadblocks. However, there is a slight issue regarding the President not having been informed. Anyway, despite us not having told them then, we had kept them informed of the big picture since 2015.
At least considering our friendship, had you told me, I would have told him and had a statement issued through the police media spokesman Ruwan Gunasekara. They would have stated that churches were being targeted and that there was a threat of such an attack. If that happened, then we would have been spared.
What has happened now is that everyone thinks we didn't do anything. A lot of people are taking political advantage of this. I feel we should have placed more emphasis on this at the meeting on the 9th. Even though Chula says no, I told him, and despite him being a brigadier, I say go and investigate this.
He didn't mention Zahran even once. He always speaks of unrelated topics. He only talks of information after reading the newspapers.
Chula says he didn't know anything, but he was there at the Tuesday meeting. Cicero Mendes asked me as to what we should do about this document. I told him don't be crazy, this is a big problem, and to take it up at the meeting.
Meanwhile, when the recording ended, the Additional Solicitor General at the Commission asked the former State Intelligence Chief what his intentions were behind recording the conversation. In response, the witness stated that the telephone conversation was recorded because he needed evidence to protect himself and the State Intelligence Service, as a number of parties had accused them of not having informed the relevant parties at the time. The witness was then asked by the Commission chairman whether he possessed any other recordings of telephone conversations. The ex-State Intelligence Chief replied that in addition to a recording of a conversation submitted confidentially to the Commission earlier, he possessed another recording stored on his laptop computer. The Commission chairman then ordered the witness to hand over his personal mobile phone and laptop to the Presidential Commission with immediate effect for further investigations to be carried out. The chairman also instructed the Commission secretary to forward the compact disc containing audio recordings and the witness's mobile phone and laptop to the government analyst after inspection by the Commission's police unit to determine if they had been edited. Following this, the personal mobile phone and laptop used at the time of the Easter attacks by the former State Intelligence Service Director were handed over to the police unit in the afternoon by his spouse. Meanwhile, former ministers Rishad Bathiuddin and Abdul Halim also recorded statements with the Presidential Commission's police unit today.
Lever Ayush Karabu Neti Danta Lepaya Shaktimat Datti Palakata